It's the Farmsim guy here. Welcome back to Newpark Farm. It is now mid-autumn and our crops are growing nicely. They still need another dose of fertilizers, which is what we'll do in this episode. But yes, the days are getting a bit colder. Need to be starting to think about winter. Let's just check the sheep. They seem to be doing pretty well. A little bit more water for them, which we'll just do now, and then we will jump straight into fertilizing those fields. We're still hanging on, waiting for our prices of our crops to go up. And this is our last day when the prices are really, really low, but then they're going to go up quite rapidly. But again, this is our aim. Basically, the third day of winter is where we're shooting for selling our crops. So, a few days away yet, but obviously as the crops are growing, we'll put this last application of fertilizer on today, and then it's a waiting game. So we'll probably skip through these days relatively quickly. All we'll have to do at that time is look after the sheep. So it will keep us occupied until the point at which we can sell that grain, sell that corn. And that really will be our first bit of cash in the bank, which is great. I mean, we've sold a little bit of the wool that we've made from the sheep, just to fill up this. Okay, there wasn't much left in that. Yes, we've sold a bit of wool, obviously on seasons. We only get the sheep shorn in spring, so thanks to Max, who is over on the other side of the world, who informed me of that, which was very good of him, so thanks Max for that. Don't know if you're Australian or New Zealand, I don't want to guess because I know how offensive it can be if you get that wrong. So it's like calling a Scotsman an Englishman and vice versa. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. So yes, let's jump straight into fertilising these two fields and getting them done. Hopefully I've got enough in the fertiliser spreader to get both fields done, because I have just about run out. So we need to be efficient as we can be with this, but let's crack on with it as quickly as we can. So straight into a time lapse, and I'll see you all shortly. Well, I said I was going to do a time lapse. Turns out it's remaining on 66% fertilised. So I think we'll probably need to wait for the next growth stage before we jump into this. So it's going to be quite a quiet day. Nothing much to do on the farm, mid-autumn, waiting for things to happen. So I think what we'll do is probably just skip forward a day here. Welcome back, guys. A suitably British autumn day here. Sheep are happy. We've not advanced to the next growing stage yet, so there is nothing really we can do on the farm today. So we will come back again tomorrow. Morning again. Another morning, late autumn now, and still nothing doing. Crops are fine. The sheep are doing their thing. We're just going to top up their water, but they are quite happily getting ready for winter. So another quiet day on the farm. Welcome back. It is now into late autumn. Sheep are fine. Everything's clean and tidy. They've got enough food. And we are still sitting, waiting for the grain demand to go up, but edging closer to those high figures, although the prices are dropping. The demand is adjusting the price down, so hopefully we haven't missed the boat, but we'll keep tabs on it every day. Now, before we just accept this is just another quiet autumn day, I am going to do a quick test with the spreader, see if it bumps the crop up to 100% on the fertilizer stakes, because if it does, we'll do these 2 fields. If not, we know we just have to wait another day. So just a little splash at the entrance there, and it's staying the same. So no fertilizer requirement just yet. So once again, we will see you tomorrow. Hello everybody, last day of autumn, and every time another day advances is another day the price drops through the floor for wheat and corn. I mean, look at the demand for corn at the moment, it's awful. So I'm really hoping that that demand jumps up. Fingers crossed it will. Our sheep are drinking a lot of water, which is interesting, so we shall top them up very quickly. There we go. And the crops are in just a state of, I think, suspension, maybe due to the cooling weather. Although it is 13 degrees today, it's not horrendously cold. But again, not sure if we can administer fertilizer. We'll do another quick check. We'll do it on this field instead, just for a change. But looking, the fact that the ground hasn't changed colour suggests to me that it's not worked correct. So we're still on 2/3 fertilised, and every time we do one of those tests we just eat into our fertiliser a little bit more, which is a bit frustrating. So tractor back away, and we will continue into the winter. It's going to take a few days, I think, before we see much action. Welcome back. It's the first day of winter. Again, the sheep are drinking a lot of water, so we'll top that up quickly. The crops are, again, not really growing particularly fast. Under the weather conditions, I'm not surprised. They will be probably just relaxing down for the winter. How are we doing? Just checking the food and the cleanliness. Is it all good? All good with the sheep, no issues there. And like I said, the crops are where the crops are. Nothing particularly happening with those. So, quiet winter's day on the farm. See you tomorrow. Welcome back, guys. Yep, raining again. Crops are where the crops are. No change there. And also, the sheep doing what the sheep do. Drinking lots of water. And minding their own business. Crop prices starting to climb, which is nice to see, but they're not looking like they're touching the heights that I would have expected to see. So that's really disappointing. But we'll keep tabs on them. I just noticed actually that the sheep are the next animal in 0.3 years, so they're going to start giving birth to animals soon, which is great. So there could be a little bit of a revenue stream there, certainly if we sell them. The other option is we hold on to them and see if they create a little bit more wool, or do a bit of half and half. We'll see how desperate we are for cash, but that could be another revenue stream coming in. But it's just another quiet winter's day here. Welcome back. It's early winter, day 3 of early winter. Just topping up the sheep's water. They're doing alright for food as well. Crops, no signs of real growth there yet. Again, not expected particularly through the winter. We'll see that come to fruition hopefully come springtime. Again, don't really know what we can do. I think next growth stage I've worked out is why we're not getting this application. We've applied fertilizer when it's been at this growth stage, so we've got to wait for it to go up to its next growth stage. Big windy day today. Those clouds moving in the sky. Anyway, nothing doing here. Very quiet. We've actually got some action today. We've actually got some action. The sheep need some grass. It's not much, but it's something. It's something. So, let's drop the spreader off, because that's clearly not required at the moment. We're going to pop on the front loader again, which hasn't seen any action for a long time. There's a bit of tidying up to do, so we'll use the bucket for that. So what we'll do is we will clean the shed. I'm going to zoom in a bit so it doesn't mess with the camera. I'm going to get that bucket to pick up those little bits of grass that are on the ground. And there we go, it's picked it up already. Go up a bit further, but it is. I mean, there's barely any. But, you know, part of the job, isn't it? Dump that back into the trough, and let's reverse this out. Camera angle again. I still have my camera on my mouse. I actually do have it on my steering wheel as well, but for some reason, I don't know, I kind of revert. There you go, I'm using the steering wheel now. Just revert to kind of habit, really. I am using the joystick on the heavy equipment bundle though for using the front loader. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do, is it? I want to keep the loader on, just want to change the bucket for the bale spike. So that one, switch to that, bucket out, bale spike on. Let's go and grab a bale. Now what happens here is, if once you pick up the bale, basically hover over the feeding trough, and it will take however much of the bale it needs, and it'll leave the rest. So it's quite a nice little thing to have. Whoops. There we go. We're getting caught on the back of the shed there. So yes, if I roll this up to the feeding trough now, it will take however much it needs, I hope. I wonder if I have to put it down. I think I might have to take it off the spike. Now if I draft forward again, yes, there you go, see? It's taken almost 1,000 litres out of that hay bale, which means the trough should be full up for the sheep. Pop that back in here, because again, with seasons on, if you don't keep them covered, they perish, and we do not need that. Let's drop this loader off again. Probably won't need it for a couple of days. And once again, after we've topped up the water, that's us for another day. And I think that's probably us for an episode. very quiet episode, not much going on, just general day-to-day farm maintenance. So I think there'll be a few more days of that as we go through the winter, and I think when it comes to spring we'll start seeing some action in the fields. Hopefully get ourselves around to harvest very, very soon. Again, we'll just check the prices. They are going up now, which is nice to see. It's a bit of a relief. But definitely I think they'll go higher than they are at the moment. So fingers crossed we'll take advantage of the best price we can. I don't think we'll ever see 764. But if we can get something over 500 or near 600, I'll be happy. And we'll take it from there. So that is £600 per 1,000 litres. And we have 45,000 litres in storage. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, very quiet day, not much going on. It's chilly, it's the middle of winter. But things are going well, everything's under control. Not long now till our sheep will start giving birth, which is quite exciting as we head into spring. So hopefully that will keep us a little bit more occupied, and then we will be moving towards harvest time and spring and the crops growing and everything happening. So thanks for bearing with me. This 9-day seasons challenge and this no debt challenge is exactly that, a bit of a challenge. You'll see we're down to £5,000 now as well, £5,400. So it's getting tight. I mean, our overheads on a daily basis aren't that high, but when you're going through the amount of days we're going through, it starts to add up. Now we do have the crops ready to sell at any point, but obviously we want to maximise that if we can. But other than that, we are at the whim of the weather, really. But thanks for watching. Really enjoying this challenge. Hope you guys are too. If you are, feel free to leave a like on the vid, and of course subscribe to the channel. Every subscription makes a big difference to me, so I really appreciate that. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.